Ever rolled a die and felt certain you could influence the outcome? You blew on it, shook it just right, and visualized your lucky number. It's a common experience, one that many of us have shared at some point in our lives. This desire fuels the illusion of control, a fascinating psychological phenomenon where we overestimate our influence over random events. It's not just about dice, it extends to many areas of life, from gambling to stock trading and even to everyday decisions. We all crave control, even in chance situations. It's a fundamental aspect of human nature. In moments of uncertainty, we grasp for anything that might give us an edge, a way to tip the scales in our favor. This desire for control is deeply rooted in our psychology. This illusion isn't about lacking intelligence, it's about how our brains are wired. Our minds are designed to find patterns, to make sense of the chaos around us. This pattern-seeking behavior is a survival mechanism, helping us navigate a complex world. However, it also means that we sometimes see connections where none exist, leading to the illusion of control. When we believe we have a degree of control, even if illusory, it reduces stress and anxiety. This sense of control can be comforting, providing a buffer against the unpredictability of life. It can make us feel more secure and confident in our actions. This phenomenon highlights a crucial point. Our understanding of the world is often shaped by more than just objective reality. Our perceptions, emotions, and cognitive biases all play a role in how we interpret events and make decisions. This is where the fascinating world of psychological phenomena comes into play. By studying these phenomena, we can gain deeper insights into the human mind and behavior. Consider the simple act of choosing a restaurant. It seems straightforward, but there's more at play than meets the eye. You might think you're making a rational decision based on factors like cuisine and price. However, your choice is often swayed by other subtle influences. Psychological phenomena like social proof or following the crowd can heavily influence your decision. If a restaurant is popular or has many positive reviews, you're more likely to choose it. Or consider anchoring bias, which is relying heavily on the first piece of information encountered. This might be the first review you read or the initial price you see, subtly guiding your final choice. Or think about the last time you met someone new. First impressions are powerful and often formed within seconds. These initial judgments can be difficult to change and can influence your future interactions with that person. We might attribute someone's actions to their personality, failing to recognize the influence of a specific psychological phenomenon. This can lead to unfair judgments and strained relationships. These examples demonstrate how deeply ingrained these phenomena are in our daily lives. Let's delve into the fascinating world of psychological phenomena, shedding light on their intriguing workings. The Mandela Effect is a phenomenon where a large group of people remember something differently than how it occurred. This can be attributed to false memories or collective misremembering of facts or events. The term was coined after many people falsely remembered Nelson Mandela dying in prison in the 1980s, even though he actually passed away in 2013. Ever learn a new word and suddenly hear it everywhere? This is the Baader-Meinhof phenomenon, also known as the frequency illusion. Once we're exposed to something new, our brains become primed to notice it more often. This happens because our brains are constantly filtering information, and novelty attracts attention. This phenomenon illustrates how our perception is shaped by what we pay attention to. The Zeigarnik effect. This psychological phenomenon suggests that people remember uncompleted or interrupted tasks better than completed ones. Named after Russian psychologist Bluma Zeigarnik, it highlights our brain's tendency to keep unfinished tasks active in our memory, urging us to complete them. Imagine starting a puzzle and then leaving it halfway done. That lingering need to finish it, that's the Zeigarnik effect in action. This phenomenon underscores our inherent drive to seek closure and completion in our daily lives. The halo effect. We often form impressions of people based on a single trait, like attractiveness or charisma. This trait creates a halo, influencing our perception of their other qualities. For example, we might assume an attractive person is also intelligent and trustworthy. This phenomenon highlights how our initial judgments can create lasting biases, impacting our interactions and decisions. The Dunning-Kruger effect. This phenomenon describes a paradoxical situation where incompetent individuals overestimate their abilities, while highly competent individuals tend to underestimate theirs. This occurs because incompetence often masks our ability to recognize our own shortcomings. The Dunning-Kruger effect serves as a reminder of the importance of humility and continuous learning. Imagine waking up one day and feeling certain that the people you love most have been swapped with perfect replicas. This is the Capgras syndrome, a psychological phenomenon where a person believes that a close friend or family member has been replaced by an identical imposter. This delusion is often associated with other mental disorders and can be quite distressing for those experiencing it. The cheerleader effect, also known as the group attractiveness effect, is a fascinating social perception phenomenon where individuals appear more attractive when seen as part of a group than when viewed alone. When we see people in a group, our brains tend to average out their features, which can make individual imperfections less noticeable and create an overall impression of enhanced attractiveness. Another explanation is that being in a group can boost an individual's social status, making them appear more desirable. This effect can be observed in various social settings, such as parties, sports teams, or even in photographs. Understanding the cheerleader effect not only sheds light on human social behavior, but also challenges our perceptions of beauty and attraction. It reminds us that context plays a significant role in how we perceive others and ourselves. So, the next time you find yourself admiring a group of people, remember that the whole might indeed be greater than the sum of its parts. Imagine being at a noisy party, yet you can still focus on a single conversation amidst the chaos. This phenomenon, known as the cocktail party effect, showcases our brain's incredible ability to filter and prioritize auditory information. It's a testament to the selective nature of our attention and how we can tune into what's important while ignoring the rest. The cocktail party effect demonstrates how our auditory system can single out specific sounds from a noisy environment, almost like having selective hearing. This ability is particularly useful in social settings, where understanding a conversation can be crucial despite the surrounding noise. While we might think we're aware of everything around us, the cocktail party effect reveals that our brains are constantly filtering and selecting information based on its relevance to us. In today's digital age, search engines like Google have become our go-to source for information. But have you ever wondered how these search engines influence what we know and how we think? This phenomenon is known as the Google effect. Search engines use complex algorithms to determine the most relevant results for our queries. These algorithms are designed to prioritize certain types of content, often based on factors like popularity, recency, and user engagement. As a result, the information we see is not always a comprehensive or unbiased representation of the available knowledge. Personalized search results further shape our perception. Based on our past searches and online behavior, search engines tailor the results to match our interests and preferences. While this can make finding information more convenient, it also creates echo chambers, reinforcing our existing beliefs and limiting exposure to diverse perspectives. So the next time you turn to Google for answers, remember that what you find is shaped by more than just your query. Well, that's it for today. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and watch our other videos.